Hello, Mr. Horse here. I would like to show you how to play guitar exercise 2.18 in this video. So it's the second piece in this new module, module 3. So this one we are going to start. Okay, so in the previous one, we start on the 12th and 14th fret. Now, in the second, exercise of each module, we always go up to the higher third. So here, on the 12th and 14th, we're going to go up to the 14th and 15th. And I'm using my index finger and middle finger. Okay. So here, this is the same two notes, on the second and third. Just one octave higher here, right? Now here, if you remember, I suggested, before, use the little finger to do the hammer on pull off, right? But here, if you use the little finger, it doesn't work that well. Okay? What's perfect is use the ring finger. Okay? But here we're gonna use the little finger. It's works much better. Okay. So some people might protest. Say, well, hey, why do you use different fingerings to play basically the same notes, right? Different, just, different, a different part of the guitar fingerboard. I mean, it's the same finger shape, right? Why don't you use the same finger to maintain, the consistency? Okay, it's make it easier to remember, right? Okay, well, that's kind of a valid complaint, but ultimately, the thing we need to remember is what's important is whatever works best or works better, whatever is more effective, then we'll use it. Okay, so here you have the principle, the value of consistency, being consistent. Now that's that's a legitimate concern, but if in trying to adhere to this principle, this value, that your guitar playing becomes compromised. Okay, become compromised. I like to use these big words when discussing guitar playing, because hey, guitar playing is a serious business. It's a serious business. People think, oh, it's just for fun, for fun. I mean, it's fun, but it's also serious. You can learn a lot of things, a lot of important lessons from guitar playing that can be applied to your life, the real life. I'm talking about real life. So you have to try to make connections between different things you're doing in life. Okay, that's just remember, I'm a guitar philosopher, right? Guitar thinker, so I think about things. So whatever works, you use it. You don't really care about breaking rules. Okay, so that's my Bruce Lee's advocate. Using no form as the form, like no limit as the limit. So So no form as the form, it means you're not creating a style of guitar playing or a specific form of guitar playing that you have all these rigid regulations and rules you have to follow. So because that sometimes can really interfere your playing. Okay, so make it ineffective. So here the thing is, whatever works here, it works with my ring finger. So I'm gonna use my ring finger. I'm not gonna use little finger. That's nonsense. Here it works better. I mean, you can use your ring finger here, but again, it's a stretch. Right here, the frets are smaller, so perfect to use your ring finger. Here, the frets are larger, bigger. So when you use your ring finger, you have to stretch a little bit. But if you use your little finger, see, perfectly. You just lower your little fingers right there. Now, when you lower naturally, if you lower your ring finger naturally, it's pretty much on the bottom of the third fret, right? So to go to the fourth fret, you have to what? You have to stretch. You have to move down. Now that's effort. That's that it's deliberate effort. It's not natural. It's not direct, right? We got to think about all these, important concepts, right? It's not natural. This is natural. This is natural. This is not natural. See, I have to. It's not effortless, It's not effortless. Effortless is one of the key, right? So now, that's that. So here. Going down. Those are the thirds we are playing. Okay, one more time. So here we're using the ring finger. Yeah, we use little finger to the action. Little finger, ring finger, little finger to the action, little finger, ring finger, little finger, ring finger. Okay, so it's either little finger or ring finger. So the pattern is going to be 1, 2, 2, 3. Go back. Slowly. Do it backwards, right? And then I'm going to do one more time. Downward. So that is 2.18, right? So here we're doing is 1, 2, 2, 3. Right? Now here, between these two thirds, that's where we're gonna need to put a lot of practice and time, right? It's hard there. Okay, because it's high, really high. here also, from 9th and 10th going down to the 7th and 9th. That also needs practice. From 4, 5 down to 2. Here definitely needs practice because why? Because your little finger is going to be not as strong. Also here. Right. Okay. So anyway, that is 2.18. Okay, so focus on those difficult spots. Practice them back and forth independently by yourself before you connect all the different transitions. So that's one important thing to remember. When you're working on a passage, okay, and let's use this exercise as a passage. I mean, you have some difficult spots. Now you're going to work on those spots separately. Okay, so back and forth. Okay, do it just many times until you become very comfortable. Then you can connect that to this the preceding the previous and or the ones come after the surrounding thirds or notes. Make sure that bigger passage is also smooth. Okay, so anyway, that's the important thing. The important thing is to work on these individual transitions, okay, and then put them all together. Okay, patience is one of the most important virtues, which most people don't have today, and that's what we need to have, right? Okay, I think that's enough. So I'll see you next time.